Ready to ride some horses?
Yeah, let's do it. Just a drink of the gauchos, the leggy.
Washing your hands.
Salud.
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 Madre. Salud. Bienvenida.
Salud. Oh, gracias.
We're all taking a siesta now.
Well, good afternoon, guys.
Good afternoon.
We have a very special excursion planned for you today. We've been working very hard on the property and we decided it's time to do something a little fun. So we are doing a 2-day horse trek here in the Sierras of Cordoba, the Sierras Chicas to be precise.
It's exciting. I mean, after all, we have a travel channel, don't we?
Yes, let's do some travel, shall we?
Do a little travel every once in a while. So yeah, we're super pumped to be here. We ended up taking like 3 little regional buses to get here.
Yes.
So it's been a long day. Super happy to be here, and it's just it's a slice of tranquility out here, isn't it?
Yes, we are out in paradise, out in nature, and we'll give you more information about this tour once we get there. Right now we are walking towards the Estancia. So see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
Here we are. So we did this multi-day horse trek with Salvador Gimenez, who runs tours across this beautiful part of the province. We met at Estancia El Rosal, which was a short walk from where the bus dropped us off on the side of the highway. This is where we would be spending our first night, but first we had some time to get better acquainted with the farm animals. We're gonna go look at baby cows. Oh. Baby cows! Oh, hello!
Hey.
Okay, time to get on my little horsey. Here we go.
You got the spotted one.
The spotted one.
See.
The one I was checking out.
I think it's the biggest one actually.
¿Cómo se llama mi caballo?
Se llama Pepín.
Pepín.
So your horse's name is Pepín.
Pepín.
Beautiful name, beautiful horse.
¿Significa algo
Spotted?
Pepín o no?
No.
No.
Pepín, Pepín, Pepín. There goes Sam with his horse. The plan that afternoon was to ride to an estancia for tea. We started off easy enough, riding down the town's back roads, but things got fun pretty fast with some river crossings through the countryside. Vamos, Pepín. Guys, We made it.
We made it.
We survived. Made it to our first stop.
What an adventure, huh?
It sure was.
That was so cool. Going through the rivers was my favorite part.
Yeah, the scenery was just stunning.
Yeah.
But at this point, we are starving.
Yes.
We are ravenous. It is merienda time, tea time here in Argentina.
Yes.
So in we go.
In we go.
We still had plenty of ground to cover, so that evening we rode for a couple more hours, guided by the moonlight. It was surprisingly a calming experience. The horses just knew where to go, so we got to enjoy a starry sky and relax. Unfortunately, on camera, this is what it looked like. But trust me, in real life, it was like glitter sprinkled across the sky.
Oh, belly rubs from Summer Boy. How cute. Oh, I'm ready for sleep. Ready for sleep. Yes.
This is the setup. How tired are you?
Yeah, long day. We spent what, 7 hours on the bus, and then we were riding horses the rest of the day. So it was great. So we broke in our legs. Tomorrow we'll be a bit more prepared.
Yes.
So good sleep, and yeah.
This is my bed, by the way. So it is.
Hey.
Here.
No.
With the dog.
You're gonna hang out with the dog. So you take it.
Muy bien. Well, good morning, guys. This was home sweet home for the night. Just woke up. I slept so well. Who knew riding horses could be so tiring? It is currently 7:45 in the morning. Sun is just beginning to come up. This is autumn in the Sierras. The sun usually rises at around 7:30, and the plan is to have breakfast at 8 a.m. So yeah, I thought I would just take you out, show you the little farm animals. You can kind of start to see some pink in the clouds over there. It looks really pretty. And yeah, we had a super exciting day of riding yesterday. Probably rode about 3 or 4 hours, I would say. Our first stop was an estancia. It was called Estancia Candonga, which is a really cool place. We actually went there for merienda or tea time. Hi, another pupper. Tea time. Yes, so exciting. We had tea time with brownies and a quince jam pie and cheese and all kinds of sweets and tea. So yeah, we had a really great time there, and it's an estancia with a lot of history behind it. So I wish I could go back there with more time, honestly. You can actually stay overnight. So that was our first stop, super exciting. And then we rode in the dark, and we had an almost full moon and a starry sky. So that was actually really cool because the path was illuminated. So that was another fun ride. And we rode to a place called Las Leñitas, where there's a little ranch. That's where we left the horses overnight. They're gonna sleep, they're gonna rest. And then we drove into town to have some pizzas for dinner. We stopped at a restaurant called La Primavera, and we ordered 3 delicious pizzas. My favorite was the Napolitana, which has mozzarella cheese, tomatoes, and raw garlic. You just cannot go wrong with garlic. Yeah, so I thought this morning I would show you a little bit around this ranch. We can meet some of the farm animals. Breakfast should be happening shortly when people get here. And yeah, so super exciting. Like, what a peaceful morning. What a nice place to wake up in. Guys, allow me to introduce the crazy goats. Crazy goats is the only thing to call you guys. They were running around like crazy. Like, as soon as we went to sleep and we turned off the lights, like, we could hear these hooves just like running back and forth in front of the house and butting their heads into things. It was like the craziest thing ever. It sounded like crazy demon goats, to be honest. Like, I actually had to get up and look out the window. What is happening out there? So yeah, it was the goats. The goats are very active. Buenos días, amorito.
Buenos días.
Are you getting up?
I'm getting up soon, yes. I'm getting up soon.
Good morning, little sleepyhead.
Good morning, friends.
Hello.
I had a wonderful sleep. I ended up waking up initially with the with the roosters.
Yes.
And then that was a few hours ago. And I was lying awake for a bit, and then I drifted off back to sleep for round 2. So it was a fantastic sleep. Just got out here, I'm woken up by not woken up, but greeted by the lovely welcoming committee of the dogs.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, ready to start day number 2.
Oh, kisses. Doggy cow kisses.
Mush. Mush.
Hello. I am Mush.
Mush. Hi, Mush.
Hi, Mush.
Hi, Mush. Criasitas. Oi, oi, oi.
After breakfast, we all got in the van and we drove up to the spot where we had left the horses overnight. This was also our first glimpse of the scenery we had ridden past on the previous night, and it was pretty impressive. So we are picking up our horses now. Here is Pepin.
Pepin.
Pepin, did you sleep well, Pepin?
So the thing that really surprised me was just how much ground we covered yesterday.
Oh.
Like when we took the vehicle up the mountains to come back here, it's like, whoa, that was quite the feat we did. So today we're doing even more.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Today is a full day of riding.
Full hardcore, all day horse trekking.
And incredible views apparently. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, I mean, they were showing us some particular clips they grabbed on their phone when there was like, looked like 10 condors passing by a certain mountain range. So, I mean, if we get that lucky, wouldn't that just be amazing?
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, toes crossed, all patas crossed.
Okay. Little Pepin.
Oh, it's huge.
Did you sleep, buddy? Good boy, you worked hard yesterday. Yes, beautiful colors. Look at that. A gorgeous Pepin.
Pepino, so pretty.
If you say pepino, it means cucumber, so Pepin.
Pepino, pepino. It's not a cucumber, is it?
Sunscreen time.
Unless it wants to be. Unless it wants to be cucumber.
She's like, I've got a mouthful here, Sam.
It's like, no. The other one was eating it.
¿Quieres comer algo? Oh. Thank you, Sam. súper tranquilo.
Pero es como aprender un lenguaje.
Sí.
Es difícil. Cada caballo también es diferente.
Yeah. Go? Oh, look at that. Okay. Uy.
This is the drink of the gauchos, the leggy.
Uy. Sí.
¿Es dulce?
Sí.
Sí,
A ver.
it's really sweet, you'll like it.
Sí. Es como un engaño. Porque es dulce, pero también tiene mucho
Tasty.
alcohol.
Mm.
Tiene 30% de alcohol.
30%,
Sí.
es como una miel.
Sí, sabor genial.
And now we ride.
Vamos a ver cuánto tiene. Tiene un par de años el perro. No, ahí entró.
Well guys, I don't know how much you can hear me because we're getting pretty high up here. It's so windy and we're getting to the point where no trees grow around here. It's just this tall, dry grass that we can see all around us. This is the type of vegetation you get at these altitudes. Update, Samuel.
Update, so we have been going through some spectacular mountain terrain. We just have one more pass to get over, and then it's lunchtime.
Oh.
So it's been a fantastic ride today. Weather has been cooperating so nicely. It's like, it's warm, but it's not hot. Perfect day for riding. Yeah, it's fantastic so far.
All right, guys, so we've been riding for a few hours and we have finally arrived at our lunch spot here on the edge of a river. We've got some trees to give us a bit of shade. And yeah, the scenery was just amazing. So cool. Getting to see the Sierras up close and personal. Bit of a windy day, but we've got the sun on our side, so it's actually been pretty nice. Yeah. Let's go see our horsies. They're gonna eat some grass, drink some water. Washing your hands. Wash them, wash them. There were plenty of restaurant meals over the course of this trek. However, my absolute favorite meal was this picnic we had at the edge of a creek. We had fresh air, good company, beautiful landscapes, and the wine was flowing as you'd expect in Argentina.
Mira, nosotros vamos a cortar todo vamos a poner ahí. Para que cada uno lleve su sándwich. Hay mayonesa y hay...
Salud!
Salud.
Salud!
Salud. Audrey.
Salud.
Salud. Bienvenido. Salud.
¿Es vino cordobés?
Muy bueno.
¿Es cordobés el vino?
No.
¿No? Otro. Oh, gracias. Siesta time?
Sí, exactamente.
Are you bon vivant?
Exactamente. Es de Club de Jump. Fan Club de Jump.
Ay, 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 gaucho Sam. ¿Siesta time, Nina? Sí, siesta. Siesta, Nina.
Mangez, s'il vous plaît.
Are you ready to ride down the mountain?
Oh, we're all taking a siesta now. So.
Actually, you're the last one.
Mm-hmm.
You're the last one.
Oh, no.
Most people are up already.
Not true.
So this is our first stop after lunch, a wonderful lunch by the way. We've just reached Estancia mi sueño, that means Estancia, my dream. And the dogs here are giving us quite the welcome. Lots of dogs wherever we go around these parts. The funny part is that most of the ruckus is from the little dog that's riding on our guide's lap atop the horse. This dog has nothing to worry about. He's protected from the big dogs, but ¿qué estás haciendo ahí, señor? ¿Ah? ¿Atención? Beautiful eyes. Look at your eyes. Oh. ¿Sí? Ok. Vamos, Pepín. Vamos, Pepín. Dale. So we're back on the horses. We made a very brief stop at that estancia, and now two of the guys from that working estancia have joined us because they have a runaway cow that they need to go catch. Somewhere here. Where could the cow be? I don't know. But it's their job to go find it, and hopefully our group is going to be able to spot some condors. That would be a dream. We had some beautiful autumn colors to enjoy as we headed out that morning. This was also the easiest riding we did all day. As I mentioned, we were crossing the Sierras Chicas mountain range, and the ascent was very much slow and steady. We rode up trails, dirt roads, and eventually pastures, slowly gaining elevation. The descent, on the other hand, would prove a little trickier since the terrain is a lot steeper with a sharp drop to one side. We came down in a fraction of the time it took us to climb up the mountain all day long. There were definitely some nerve-wracking parts where pulling out the camera was the last thing on my mind, but we were certainly grateful to have professionals leading the way, and they got us to our destination safely. Alrighty. Evening tour through Villa Giardino, searching for Mamma Mia.
Yeah, that's a specific restaurant.
Is that Mamma Mia? I can't read from
Oh,
here.
could be. Looks like we're
looking
over.
for, wait, traffic. Looking for Italian food with the gang. And yeah, I'm hoping for some pasta. I'm so hungry after today's ride. Also, I think we all got a little bit of a sunburn.
I'll take anything, huh?
I'll take anything. Yes, it was intense on the way down. There might have been some tears, I'll keep it honest.
Not for
but I've
me.
recovered.
Not for me.
I've recovered. I'm ready to eat now. Mamma Mia! We're here. Mamma Mia! Flamenco en Córdoba. Good morning, guys. It is day 3, the final day of our horse trek, and we are currently crossing back from Villa Giardino to Agua de Oro. We are going over the Sierras Chicas again, the same route that we did yesterday, except today, to celebrate, we're going to be having an asado, an Argentine barbecue at a little estancia. So yeah, really looking forward to that, and really looking forward to the scenery. I think today's going to be a much better day. I already feel like I have more of a bond with the horse, and he's responding to me a lot better. So yeah, that's a very positive outcome. So yeah, check this out. Beautiful autumn colors. Ooh la la. And now, while we enjoy some beautiful scenery of the Sierras, I wanted to take a minute to talk about our guides, Salvador and his daughter Emilia, because they really are fantastic people. They live and breathe the gaucho way of life, and they love and care for their horses the way you'd hope a trekking operator would. We stopped for breaks to give the horses a chance to rest, eat, and drink water every chance it was available. We had such a positive experience with them from start to finish, and they are a small family-run business, so if you do find yourself traveling in the province of Cordoba and you want to do an excursion like this one, don't hesitate to contact them. They also have easier one-day treks, and they are wonderful people, plus they do speak English, so you'll have no trouble at all. Dale, Pepín. And then, after a solid morning of riding, we reached the estancia we had passed on the previous day. And this time, we stopped for a nice picnic lunch. ¿Son damas o alpacas? ¿Damas? Mira la dama. A ver, Pepín, te acercas a la dama.
Llama.
We are back for a barbecue at Las Leñitas. How's it?
3 days of epic horse trekking.
Yeah, that was
My
hard work.
goodness, that was the most adventurous thing we've done in about 5 years. The last time we did something that adventurous was in Kyrgyzstan. So
Yeah.
it's great to kind of rekindle that that magic of adventure, because sometimes it can just be so easy to do comfortable travels, right? And this was like stimulating travel, adventurous, stimulating travel. And it's nice to be off the horse, though. I gotta admit, my legs are very sore. And we're gonna finish off with a beautiful country barbecue, which locally is known as an asado. An asado here in Argentina is very famous. So we're finishing off with wine and meat, and it's a very appropriate way to kind of end things, because there's no more famous meal in Argentina than the asado. Now we're having these delicious empanadas. It's the taste of the countryside. What a way to finish off. So cheers to that. Salud. Salud.
Y Medici ci contano un po' dolcini. Y en algún momento esto nos van a mandar los caballos. Pero digo, donde lleguemos, si por último llegamos hasta los Gauchos, donde sea, después lo dejamos allá y nos vamos en el auto y después aquí, aquí, un barcito así. Bueno, espero que me acompañe alguno. No sé, pues, no tiene que quiere tapar un poco acá.
Hello, friend. Did you get enough barbecue?
That was a fantastic barbecue.
Yeah.
Yeah, plenty. There's so much meat that plenty of leftovers. We couldn't even. I think the last round was the morcillo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the blood sausage.
Blood sausage. There was so much meat. And now Sam and I are going down by car. I feel like I've gone as far as I can on top of a horse. So I took the offer for a ride down. This is like the final hour and a half on the horse. So yeah, it'll be the two of us and Miss Seño here, who's had lots of barbecue herself because I was feeding her, and this little girl cannot walk anymore. And she's probably tired from riding on a horse as well. So we're gonna let her sleep in the car. Maybe she can even nap on me. So that's the plan.
So I'm here with my friend and we're gonna talk about the different tours you can take here out in Cordoba.
Yeah, I'm Salvador Gimenez. I worked with the horses and tourists for 10 years ago. And we have horseback riding for you. We can invite our ranch. We can share the barbecue, horses, dogs, and nature. We have a real beautiful landscape here. And I want to invite you to come.
Yeah,
to do this.
Most definitely in the Sierras Chicas.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing too about Cordoba, such a strategic location in Argentina. It's right in the middle of the country. So you're passing through on the way to Buenos Aires or Salta or Iguazu or Mendoza. Come stay here for a few days and have an adventure in the mountains. Yeah. That's what you should do.
We are waiting for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Back in town, we went to Espacio Gaia for one last drink with our group because crossing the Sierras Chicas on horseback is something worth celebrating. This is where we get our celebratory drinks. So we made it to the bar, but we're currently touring the space it's located in because they also have a tobacco shop and they have a barber shop and there's a place to have drinks. So there's a little bit of everything. Looks really cool, and we're just waiting for the rest of the group to arrive so we can enjoy some drinks here. Cheers!
Cheers. What a way to finish off, huh?
I know, some craft beer.
Earned it, didn't we?
Sure did.
We've been out in the bush, not in the bush, out in the mountains for a while.
So to give you guys a little bit of information in case you ever find yourself here in the town of Agua de Oro, we're currently at Bar Pangea. And they have artisanal craft beer, but they also sell organic wines, so that's really cool. And we're also going to be sampling some empanadas. You know how much we love those.
Empanaditas.
Empanaditas.
Permiso.
Gracias.
Cada uno. Whoa. That's dinner.
Sí.
Un vinito orgánico, un vino orgánico de altura. Este vinito, esta uva, es un Cabernet Franc, tiene 1200 metros de altura. Este viño,
The beer and wine flowed and the empanadas were amazing. This place sources all of their beef locally, and the spicy salsa that went with the empanadas was just perfect. It was a great way to end off this trip, and what an adventure it was. So there you have it. That was our experience horse trekking across the Sierras Chicas in the province of Cordoba, Argentina. We hope you guys enjoyed getting to explore this part of the province with us. It was definitely more challenging than what we thought we were getting ourselves into, but the views, the company, and the food sure made it all worth it. If you enjoyed this video, we invite you to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and we'll be seeing you soon with more adventures. Ta-ta!